So let's look at the only major news in the headlines. As the year 2020 hits its final hours, is the virus resurgence, the race for more vaccines and inoculations, and of course the drama around the U.S. second stimulus package. My colleague in New York, Andrew Schmertz, joining me now to chat to some of the latest development. Welcome back from the weekend holidays and all of that. But again, we're heading for another weekend, by the way. So that's it. So back to back. So we just got a few trading days in the middle. $600, it looks like what is going into the mailbox today, not the $2,000, but the push for it is still there. What's Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell up to?
You know, there's a 1970s song from Emerson, Lake and Powell that goes, "Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends." And that may be playing in the halls of Congress right now, because I think we've been talking about this whole stimulus plan for about 90 straight days. And as of today, the $600 that was approved is expected to go out to individual Americans, most Americans, over the next few days. However, in the Senate, Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority Leader, is still blocking a vote on a $2,000 payments that was passed overwhelmingly by the House, is supported by President Trump, very late support by the President Trump, and now sort of ties the hands of McConnell in the Senate. And that's a political issue. Most analysts believe that the $2,000 getting to the hands of Americans will make a substantive difference, because remember, 2/3 of this economy is consumer spending. So the more money you give people, hopefully the more money they will spend. But as of now, we're stuck with no votes scheduled as of yet on a $2,000 plan. And of course, Congress is also debating overriding the Defense Authorization Act veto by President Trump. The House has overridden that veto. The Senate is expected to when it takes up the message. So a lot of stuff sort of messing around in Washington right now, just days before this congressional session expires and days before the new year. Wall Street shrugging it off. Right now, the Dow is headed towards another record high, and it is, 2 straight months of gains for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So the market's not too concerned, hoping that the economy is improving, hoping that there's good COVID vaccine news in the first quarter of 2021.
Look, Andrew, I got a simple solution for you folks, for the Congress. Look, yes. So take the $600, and then if whatever is resolved, you can get the balance of $1,200 later. Just make it very simple. Let's just do it that way.
Yeah, that's what they're considering.
But perhaps I just 600, and I got you owe me the uncle. Yes. I get Uncle Sam is owing me $1,200, and I can take that in the new year. Just space it out, maybe that'll just solve it. What about the CEOs of major U.S. companies leaning towards requiring employees to get the COVID vaccine? I think the whole story is not yet out. Some companies are speaking out. What are they talking about?
Yeah, the whole story is definitely not out. There's a lot of, still things up in the air with this vaccine, and companies are trying to figure out what, if any, policies they should have. But a poll shows that 72% of CEOs of the major corporations out there might support mandating the vaccine, therefore requiring their employees to get the vaccine. Those companies include Goldman Sachs, Walmart, American Airlines. They held a virtual conference on this topic, and they say that they might support mandating the vaccine, but they want to see the efficacy, of course. They want to see if there are any side effects. They want to kind of know which Americans should not get the vaccine because maybe they have certain allergies that the vaccine would prove dangerous to. So it's a lot up in the air, but I have a feeling that most companies are going to move to mandating the vaccine. This would give other workers peace of mind, and this will allow companies to bring workers back into the workforce, back into their offices, which ultimately they probably want to do.
We would get about talking about the vaccine and what they call the vaccine passport. We've got what they call the yellow card for malaria in Africa. So if you're traveling from Nigeria to Cote d'Ivoire, for example, you need a yellow card, and some countries in East Africa also requires it. So you just you get an inoculation for a 10-year period, and it's signed on that you've been vaccinated. So each time you travel, you just flash it, just attach it to your passport. Is that where we're getting to right now?
Yeah, it's kind of like football, yellow card. we may have a red card for a vaccine passport. And it is possible that that's where we're headed. The major airlines may want to do this to provide comfort for travelers. Countries may want to do this to provide additional safety for their countries. There is a company, a nonprofit company called the Common Trust Initiative, Common Trust Network, excuse me. It's an initiative by the Geneva-based Commerce Project. They have partnered with the World Economic Forum to work with major airlines, including Cathay Pacific, JetBlue, Lufthansa, Swiss Airlines, United Airlines, and Virgin Atlantic. They're also working with health agencies around the world. Now, is this a good idea? You know, it could be an infringement on people's privacy if you have to carry an app that says whether you got vaccinated or not. But it's, you know, possibly where we are going into the new world, because it will provide comfort to the people around you. And if you want to travel, you want to go someplace, you may need this vaccine passport. And people should be getting the vaccine anyway, according to the health experts. So, you know, what is the problem with proving that you have the vaccine? But of course, there's concerns over the data and security and whether this amounts to a national ID card, for example.
The very interesting one positive side of the one good result of the pandemic, Andrew, is the outdoor goods sales soared in the summer and continue to do so in the winter. Where is is it in the northern part of the country?
Yes, so in the summer, people bought boats, patio equipment, other outdoor-related goods by record amounts, actually. People needed to get out of their house. They needed to do things maybe by themselves or with their family. So what happened in the winter? Well, those sales are continuing. They've just shifted to new products, ski equipment, boots, winter jackets. In fact, ski equipment sales are up 200%, according to industry analysts. Snowshoes up 221%. So you're not getting patio equipment, as that picture shows right now, because you're not going outside in the snow. You might be, but that's not a big seller. But skis are certainly a big seller, and that, by the way, could translate into good news for the ski resorts, which have been struggling during the COVID. How to open up those resorts safely, get all the people onto the ski slopes, etc. And if people are buying skis, they are probably going to go skiing.
Yeah, show me what you got tomorrow, Andrew. If you go skiing or whatever, get back in the snow. Let's see show me some skills, by the way. Show me some skills. Thank you very much. Have a great day. That's Andrew Schmertz from New York. We will continue the show after the break. Of course, we'll go to East Africa. Quite a bit of stories with that market, one of the innovations region in the year 2020. We'll be right back, everyone.